Good day, YouTube. This is Jay Money with Falling Forward Financial. Just a different video here. I'm not going to show any stocks on this one. It is a interesting article that I found here, and just wanted to go over this with everybody. As you follow my channel, I'm into quite a few different MJ plays, whether it be single stocks, ETFs, or like IIPR, the REIT. There's another company that I just did. I'll link that in the description. The ticker's not coming to mind. It was the first time I ever saw the stock. Looked kind of interesting, but this is an article that I just wanted to go over. You can see this came out today. Legalizing recreational pot may have spurred economic activity in first 4 states to do so. That's what I've thought all along. I just need to legalize it federally and get all the states to participate. I'm in Nebraska. It's not legal here, but I know people travel to Colorado or wherever they need to go to get the products, and people are going to use it whether it's legal or not. So I'm sorry to say, but it's just the truth. Banking activity in the first 4 United States to make a recreational MJ legal grew significantly more than other parts of the country. Despite federal laws that prohibit financial companies from any involvement with MJ, according to our new study. This isn't to suggest the banks illicitly benefited from burgeoning pot business by taking deposits from MJ companies or giving them loans. Our data doesn't back that up, and those practices remain illegal under federal law. Rather, we believe our findings suggest legalization may have spurred more economic activity generally. The 4 states' regulatory filings, we compared the deposits of loan banks. First 4 legalizing were Colorado, of course, Washington, Alaska, and Oregon. With those in every other state, we examined quarterly bank data from 2011 to 17. Which covers several years before and after legalization was enacted in all 4 states. To ensure that we captured effect of legalization on deposits and loans and not other possible factors, we adjusted our data to account for other differences among banks and states that may have influenced these trends. So that's going to be typical of any state that it is legalized. They're going to reap the benefits of the tax and revenue and everything. We found that bank deposits grew on average an additional 4.3% in those 4 states after they legalized MJ relative to states that had not done so yet. The volume of loans surged 6.5% more in states where MJ was legal. So very interesting. So you can see how it kind of gets the economy going. These findings suggest banks were either unconcerned about the potential risk associated with accepting MJ-related deposits or optimistic about the chances that regulations would adapt to the needs of legalizing states. These findings are significant because every dollar of the new deposits increase the lending supply, which can help the economy-wide financing growing more than just MJ businesses. So yet the drug remains illegal under the federal law. Conflict between state and federal law creates a regulatory risk for banks operating in these states. So it just kind of causes all confusion and chaos, and like I've said many a times, it'd be nice if it was just legalized on the federal level and done with it and tax it and get on with our lives. But on other videos and right after the February 10 run-up of last year, it was released that by Chuck Schumer that under the Biden administration that it will not be legalized. So that's why it is not legalized on the federal level yet. So you can point the finger that way. So our findings are important because well-functioning banking system, which includes taking deposit and lending those funds, is vital for economic growth. The conflict creates friction in banks' ability to perform this function. For lack of data and study, limited, and analysis in our first 4 states that are legalized. What is unknown with our study is whether the effect will be documented as true for banks and states that legalized more recently. One possibly is that as long as there isn't a major crackdown by federal authorities, banks will become more open to providing services to MJ clients, resulting in even greater increase in banking activity. So that is the end of the article. I just thought it was kind of interesting. The spurred the economy in those 4 states. And again, if you missed those are Colorado, Washington, Alaska, and Oregon. So those are the ones reaping the benefits so far, and have the longest. But any comments, anything like that would be interesting to comment in regards to the video. I just come across this article and just thought it would be kind of interesting to do a video on it and see what feedback we get. And I will link my MJ videos in the description as well as the MJETFs and IIPR. And that way you can watch those as well if you don't know much about those. But that is it for this particular article. I just thought it was kind of interesting and wanted to throw that out there and see what kind of feedback I got on this one. So there's a couple other ones that I'm going to be working on as well. But that is it for this one. If you haven't smashed that like button yet, go ahead and hit that for me, as well as subscribing and hit the bell so you're notified of when the next videos drop. Again, this is J Money, Falling Forward Financial. Happy trading, happy investing, stay green. Cheers.